Jay Slater. The secret contact he never meant to add. It began with a party, a few drinks, and a music festival in the sun-drenched hills of Tenerife. But what it turned into was a spiraling web of digital shadows, unexplainable choices, and a missing boy whose last move may have been a fatal click. This is not just the story of Jay Slater's disappearance. This is the story of the mysterious contact he added just before everything went wrong. A contact that could unlock the truth, or bury it deeper. In the final hours before Jay vanished, his phone activity revealed a series of unusual patterns. According to digital forensic analysts, Jay added a new contact into his WhatsApp around 1:47 a.m. on June 17th, just minutes after leaving the New World Festival with two unknown British men. The name was saved as Zach T. Morocco. No photo, no previous chat history. What's even stranger is that this contact didn't exist in Jay's phone before he landed in Tenerife. So, who is Zach T? And how did their numbers cross paths? The Airbnb Jay went to was deep in Masca, isolated and disconnected from the buzz of the coast. Phone signal was weak. Wi-Fi was inconsistent. Yet, Jay tried to send Zach T a voice note around 3:12 a.m. That voice note was never delivered. But what did he say? And what would make a 19-year-old, surrounded by strangers, send a message to a brand new contact? Jay's close friends claimed they never heard of Zach. Lucy Law, who received Jay's panic FaceTime around 8:30 a.m., was stunned when police revealed the unknown number. It wasn't a friend, a relative, or anyone from their trip group. But metadata on Jay's device shows the number was active in Morocco just 2 weeks earlier, and recently pinged off a roaming tower in Tenerife the day before Jay disappeared. Now, here's where it gets darker. The two British men who brought Jay to Masca said he left on his own accord, trying to get back to the south. But police found conflicting GPS data. Jay's phone stayed stationary for over 45 minutes just outside the Airbnb, before moving rapidly west into rocky terrain. That initial pause, experts now believe, could suggest he was waiting. But waiting for who? Local CCTV from a nearby hiking checkpoint, never released publicly but described by a journalist from Diario de Avisos, allegedly shows a motorbike stopping briefly near the trailhead at 4:06 a.m. A tall figure with a hood gets off, looks around, and walks into the trailhead path. No one can confirm if this figure was Zach T, but the timing is eerily aligned with Jay's last known position. Investigators, working quietly alongside private tech consultants, tried to trace the mysterious number. But the SIM card was registered in Tangier, Morocco, under a fake name. By the time authorities made the request, the number was deactivated, and the phone was wiped remotely. This led many to believe Jay may have gotten involved, perhaps unintentionally, with someone connected to illicit travel or trafficking networks. But Jay was just a teenager, fun-loving, impulsive, and social. Could he really have gotten into something that dangerous, that fast? Maybe not knowingly. But here's a theory that's gaining ground. He may have been catfished. Some Reddit investigators believe Zach T was a fake persona used to lure tourists with offers of after-parties, exclusive access, or even illegal substances. Once lured to remote areas, victims could be robbed, used, or worse, disappeared. Jay's family, especially his mother Debbie, has stayed strong despite the silence. But she revealed one gut-wrenching detail during a private interview. Jay had mentioned in a previous trip that some guy online offered him VIP passes for events abroad, and he had considered it. She thought he was joking. Was this trip to Tenerife his attempt to finally act on it? Meanwhile, the TikTok and YouTube community exploded with amateur theories. One investigator uploaded a 3D map simulation showing Jay's phone movements in real time, layered with timestamps. The oddity? The phone made a sudden sharp turn around 8:20 a.m., cutting off from a known trail and heading directly into a blind gorge. Did someone call him there? Was he being chased? Or did he suddenly realize the trap too late? And that's when the most chilling clue emerged. An anonymous message was sent to a Spanish reporter's inbox 3 days after Jay's case went public. It simply read, "Check the cave behind the burned tree." He knew too much. When authorities searched the area described, they found nothing. But several locals claim that part of the gorge had suffered a small fire weeks prior, which made access unstable. To this day, the WhatsApp contact, Zach T. Morocco, remains a ghost in the data. No confirmed image, no last location, no voice. Just a name, a mystery, and a digital footprint that led nowhere. Jay Slater may have thought he was making a new connection. Instead, he may have walked straight into a carefully laid snare. A single contact added at the wrong moment, and an entire life vanished without a trace. The final question remains: was Jay's disappearance a tragic accident in the hills, or the calculated result of a message he should never have sent?